And we find that this morning in the Gospel of John, chapter 16, verses 4 through 15. So the Gospel of John, that fourth Gospel, chapter 16, verses 4 through 15. It was 10 years ago that we started taking the month of January to go through a sermon series called What Does God Say? And we did this to give us a chance to go on some rabbit holes to pursue different topics and ideas that are some interest to us. Maybe something that came up during our sermon series that we couldn't spend enough more time on. Maybe things that we had in conversation or Bible study. But we use this series to kind of spend a few weeks to kind of chase down those rabbit holes. And so those rabbit holes have led us to talking about what does God say about the use of alcohol? What does God say about biblical morality and sexuality, of marriage and divorce, of godly finances and other issues such as that? Well, this morning we're going to look at what does God say about the Holy Spirit. That may not sound as controversial or hot topic as some of these other things we looked at, but it tends to be when we look at it in the Christian culture of this day and time. Now, I chose this for two reasons. First, it had been my plan to spend more time on the Holy Spirit during our Advent sermon series, but in God's providence, I wasn't able to. And secondly, and really more important, the Holy Spirit tends to be the most misunderstood person of the Trinity, and therefore it tends to have the most errors assigned to that understanding. And so let's think of it this way. If sometime during this week a new believer came to you, or a non-believer, a family member, somebody came to you and asked you to